I think Thompson could do that. I think Thompson could hedge that Curry Green. You know what I'm talking about.
I really do hope he can. It's just the worst part about that is that Cleveland's. I mean, if Thompson's on Draymond, that's going to ruin Cleveland's chance of playing small ball because you need Mozgov at the hoop to rim protect. Because if Draymond's setting those screens with Thompson on them, Golden State's taking Cleveland's best rim protector by far out of the paint, and that's not good.
Yeah,
and it's also putting a big man on the perimeter against the quickest players in the NBA who happen to splash threes all over the place. That's not good at all.
I do think the Warriors are in a better place for matchup problem. Like they can make better adjustments for the matchups than the Cavs can. The Cavs are just so limited. You have Love in this playoffs. It's a different ballgame. You space the floor. Love is the Warriors' kryptonite.
If Love is there, I would be inclined almost to say Cleveland in 7. To be honest,
we'll get to that. Couple things I've taken from other podcasts. I mean, you have to get your NBA knowledge somewhere. But I heard this thing. They're talking about not doubling LeBron when he gets the ball in the post because they want they'd rather take a 2 than the best passer, easily the best passer in the league. Have you seen this man lately? Best passer in the league, getting into a teammate for an open 3, getting to a Shumpert, Irving, Dellavedova. They're saying we're just going to let LeBron take that 2 and not get a 3. And we'll just take our chances with LeBron and who's guarding him, Harrison or Clay. They're just saying we won't double him because he's too good. He's just going to pass it out and somebody's going to be wide open. What are your thoughts on that?
I mean, I can see why they take their chances with that because they're not afraid of foul trouble because they got a deep bench. Mm-hmm. But LeBron James is going to score in the post if you're one-on-one with him. I don't care if it's Draymond Green. I don't care if it's Festus Ezeli. I don't care if Steve Kerr is guarding him in the post. LeBron's going to score on them. Mm-hmm. And, I mean, I'm not sure about that decision, to be honest. I think LeBron could have a field day down there if he's got one-on-one.
Yep. I totally agree with that. And so here's the next one. Here's the next one. I thought just it's just kind of like a keys to the game thing. So we know the Warriors fast break. It's just lethal. You have Curry creating for threes, wide open threes for Draymond, Thompson, Barnes, But Cleveland's offensive rebounding, what do you feel about that? Cleveland's did you see them versus Atlanta? They literally averaged 2 possessions. Literally the whole game. You'd miss a shot, you'd see Thompson run after, get the ball. LeBron would get the ball. LeBron's rebounding is ridiculous right now. And so, I see Cleveland trying to crash the boards too hard, Golden State get back on the fast break, or does it mean Cleveland's offensive rebounding? What am I trying to say here? Cleveland's offensive rebounding is just going to slow down and limit Golden State's fast breaks. Do you get what I'm kind of saying? The two different sides. What do you feel about that?
Yeah, both. Warriors fast break unstoppable, and Cleveland's offensive rebounds they're unstoppable.
That's a huge part of the game. You get an extra possession.
It's giant.
Huge. It's little things.
Especially in the finals. I personally don't see anything stopping or slowing down Thompson on the offensive glass and Mozgov and LeBron. Mm-hmm. I think rebounding is one of those things that's going to be there if it's there. Yeah. You can try to slow down the Warriors fast break, and offensive rebounding would be giant. I think that could be the Warriors' kryptonite. But you gotta play hard every possession. You gotta keep getting those boards. That's the only way you're gonna slow that team down.
Very true. So is this Curry wins? Say Curry wins. Is this kind of it doesn't even matter the size of the dog, but the size of the fight in the dog with Curry? Curry passing the torch. Curry getting the torch from LeBron.
I think it's. What do you think?
It's just. I think Curry and Thompson just have something going that we're gonna be looking back 5 years from now and be like, wow. Because the league has never seen 2 guys in backcourt or front court that can hit open shots and take the smartest shots. It's not like Josh Smith hacking up threes. These threes are systematic and they're just almost automatic.
It's nuts because these are I'm typing that in my article as we speak. It's the shots that the defense wants the opposing offense to take. But the thing is, like, that's what the Warriors look for. So I'm not sure how you can possibly stop that. I mean, if you're looking to stop those off-balance fadeaway threes, then what are you giving up? Outside, a wide-open layup inside? I mean, it truly is a riddle. Warriors are a riddle.
I would kind of rephrase the question as, like, it's kind of like Curry and Thompson versus LeBron, because those boys, like, it's not Curry's team. I mean, it is Curry's team, but, like, if you know basketball, their whole team is very, very good.
Curry is deserving of the MVP, but I would say that LeBron runs his team 5 galaxies times more than Curry runs his team.
Yeah, you see Dellavedova shoot. Dellavedova on, like, I don't know. Just give me a crappy NBA team. Throw him on there. He's terrible, dude. It's all LeBron. It's not like Dellavedova is just this great player that we've been missing the whole. There's probably 20 guys in the league that would be just like Dellavedova right now in the playoffs.
Oh yeah, he's very replaceable.
All right, give me your final prediction.
I mean, it'll change after, I mean, even 1 or 2 games once I see how each coach is playing this game. But my instinct is telling me Warriors in 6. One of the best teams I've ever watched, and they play at such an evolutionary pace that I don't know, man. I don't know if Cleveland's deep enough.
So you're saying LeBron goes 2-6 in the finals now? Because like 2 out. He's won 2 out of 6, and he'll be 2-4.
Yep.
It's like you're playing Madden when you're a little kid, and you're like, how shitty would that be? How much better does 3-3 sound than 2-4? You know?
Oh, yeah.
And so it won't be his fault. Love's injured, Kyrie's hurt, but like it'll still go on the resume, bro. It's not leaving. And so
it'll sting, especially for Cleveland.
I do not. I would say Warriors in 6 or 7, because I just can't see LeBron just. But then again, he's the best player on the planet. You just expect the unexpected this finals. That's all I gotta say.
I mean, yeah, I honestly, this is one of the hardest finals to predict, even though the Warriors are one of the best teams statistically ever, literally ever.
Either way, you feel terrible about your decision because you pick against one of the best statistically teams ever that led in 8 different categories, 9 different categories, or you pick against the best player on the planet, probably gonna finish the best player of all time.
True. And I mean, there's no rule out there that says LeBron James is not going to have an out of his mind performance for this finals, because I could see that happening as well. He's already willed his team to the finals. No love, hurt Kyrie. Matthew Dellavedova is starting at point guard in the Eastern Conference Finals. LeBron is carrying this team on his back through the desert. They have no water. They're thirsty. They're about to die. LeBron's hydrating them all. Sorry for the getting carried away in that metaphor, but LeBron is the closest thing to immortal in these playoffs that I've seen. But the Warriors are just a machine, and I feel bad picking against either of these forces.
All right, Nusbaum, it was a great first trial, because, hey, this turned out better than I thought. It works great on my Mac. Your voice is about to turn out great, and you were a great, great guest. And we'll have you back. I can assure you that.
I hope I'm back. I hope I'm back on Kessel's podcast. Come on, it's Kessel's podcast. God damn it.
We need a couple more viewers. I mean, there's only 13 members on the site, but hey, keep on rolling. We'll look back
start somewhere, baby.
We'll look back somewhere, and this will be ancient. But thank you, Nusbaum. Take care. I don't know what you're doing tonight, but just take care. Adios.
All right, you take care. All right, see you, son.
That was great from Nusbaum. That ends our second portion of the show. And so we'll be resuming with movie guru, music guru, Mike Kough. We got some stuff Mikey's going to talk about, so you're going to want to stay tuned. At last, we start the third and final portion of Pistol's podcast debut. And little change of plans today. We planned on FaceTime audio with Mr. Kough, but actually we have him in studio in the building. How you doing, Mike?
Good. How about yourself?
Good. We got 3 topics, big topics that we already kind of discussed and talked about. We got the weekend new songs that are coming out, some summer hits. We'll get to that. We got ASAP's new album, At Long Last ASAP. And then we got Rodeo by Travis Scott. I know I know you're going to be ready for that. So let's just pop into it. What do you think? New weekend songs that leaked. I know that they're not official yet, but first impressions. What do you got?
Well, dude, got to have some morals here. Can't talk too much about the new leaks because not really supposed to hear them. But as a fan, I couldn't resist, and I listened to the 3 songs that came out in the night. I Can't Feel My Face and In the 90s. In the Night and I Can't Feel My Face are 2 songs that are produced by Max Martin, who, if you don't know, is a huge pop producer. He produced for the likes of Britney Spears. He produced for One Direction. He produced for Justin Bieber and Usher, and is this huge pop artist, this big thing, constantly making smash records. And our boy, Abel Tesfaye, a.k.a. The Weeknd, is now working with him and is trying to get the summer popping off right with those songs. Really liked those songs. Really thought they were a different change of pace. But it's not an avenue that Abel hasn't traveled down before.
Yeah.
If you look at his last album, Kissland, a song called Wanderlust, he tried the whole pop approach. It was when Daft Punk was really popular. And he tried the pop approach on Wanderlust. And I thought that song worked out really well. He just didn't execute it quite as well as he could have. And I think he's really starting to execute this pop sound and eventually start making some money off of these big hits.
Yeah, my first impression from I Can't Feel My Face was like he's kind of changing his style. We saw with Earned It a little bit, just like the pop radio. It kind of was a big hit. You could play it on KDWB.
Yeah.
Different range of fans is what I kind of got from it. And it's a great song. It's kind of catchy. And
it's really catchy.
Yeah. And then we got The Hills. That video is interesting. You listeners haven't seen that video yet. But you should probably check that out.
The Hills is a single he officially dropped. It wasn't leaked, wasn't stolen. This is his first intentional release from the album, his upcoming album, which is untitled. All we know is it's called Chapter 3 far.
Chapter 1 is...
we don't know the official title yet.
What are the first 2 chapters, Mike?
The first chapter he considers his trilogy, which is the compilation album of his first 3 mixtapes that he made back in 2011 and 2012. And then Kissland, which was his debut studio album that he released in 2013. Yep. And now he's coming up with this Chapter 3, which I am insanely excited for. And The Hills, I can't say enough about the song. We heard it early on. He played a snippet of The Hills, the first 2 minutes of the song, at South by Southwest, which is a concert festival in Texas. And he performed the first 2 minutes of it, and it sounded crazy. I was so amped to hear the song. And then his legendary Coachella performance, he performed The Hills.
He performed it at Coachella?
He performed the full version first at Coachella. So, diehard Weeknd stans, which a stan, if you don't know what that means, refers to the Eminem song. It's someone who's an extremely diehard fan, and I consider myself a Weeknd stan. Yeah.
I like that. I've never really heard that.
Yeah.
Stan,
so for diehard Weeknd stans, the only quality we had to bump to was this Coachella version. And eventually we got the CDQ version, CD quality, and it's unbelievable. It really reminds me of the second half of his first single from Kissland, which was the name of the song, actually, Kissland. And it's a really kind of dark, aggressive, vicious kind of approach. It's really cool. And the song is produced by I believe Mano is his name. He's more of an R&B pop producer, and the song is also co-produced by Ilangelo, and Ilangelo did a lot of work with The Weeknd on his first 3 mixtapes, and also Weeknd stans are excited that he's about to work with Ilangelo again. But this song's incredible.
I know a lot of people know those mixtapes, but yeah, I feel like those 2 have some of the best chances to be really big hits for the summer, and that's kind of I put that in my bullet points for he's kind of looking for a catchy summer hit to get the summer bumping.
Absolutely.
I like that. Next 2 are just kind of ones I kind of threw in there because it's new. We all love new music. We kind of went to that dry spell. We got the Drinks on Us remix, which is
that's a really cool song, really catchy, kind of the similar rap approach that he had in the song "Often" in King of the Fall.
Yeah, I kind of felt that too.
I like when he a lot of Weeknd fans aren't really happy about songs like that because the quality of writing goes down a little bit, but I personally really like it. It's fun songs to listen to, but yeah.
And then Might Not is with Belly out of Ottawa.
Yeah.
Belly's kind of
some fat guy that Abel made famous. That's basically it.
I guess he's really popular in Canada, though.
Yeah,
that's kind of what I got from it.
Not a great artist, not a great rapper, but the Travis Scott and the Weeknd features that were on his mixtape were really good songs, and I guess it's all right. That was a fun song to listen to too.
All right.